the United Kingdom.
Well, let's look at who's up in contention to take over Theresa May's job. We've got a list here: Boris Johnson, there, top left, and then Jeremy Hunt, and then you move along there, Dominic Raab. Which, I mean, this is almost, in a way, some of these conservatives are anti-Brexit, and some voted to stay, some voted to leave. Is this almost like another referendum on Brexit based on who wins this election?
I think it's significant that most of the leadership contenders, and there are about 15 of them at the moment, are strong Brexit supporters. And even those among the contenders who actually voted against Brexit in the 2016 referendum, almost all of the candidates are actually supporting Brexit right now.
Okay.
I think the big issue within the Conservative Party leadership contest is the issue of a no-deal Brexit. That's the big dividing line. And so Boris Johnson and some of the leading Brexiteers are calling for a no-deal Brexit in the event that the European Union does not actually offer a good deal to the United Kingdom. And so that really is the clear dividing line. And President Trump is very much making clear his own views on this, and his view is that a no-deal Brexit is better than a bad deal. And I think the president is absolutely 100% right on this. A bad deal, a bad Brexit deal is not in Britain's national interest, and Britain will do just fine under a no-deal Brexit, and Britain will be able to move forward with signing free trade agreements with countries across the world, including with the United States. And President Trump certainly has offered the prospect of a massive trade deal between the US and the UK, between the world's fifth largest and largest economies.
So this state visit is really all about highlighting the bond between our two countries. But the president is walking into the UK, where there are massive protests taking place. Some lawmakers, including Jeremy Corbyn, said that they're going to boycott this big dinner that's also going to be taking place in the country. So how will this negative tone potentially impact this whole meeting, this whole massive meeting that's scheduled to take place over the next 3 days?
Yeah, I think there will be some protests on the streets of London. You're going to see them, I think, at their largest extent tomorrow morning. But I think the protests will be somewhat limited in scale. You're not going to see hundreds of thousands of people taking to the streets of London. And I think that these protests as well are led by the far left, the anti-American far left. They're backed by the socialist leader of the Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn. They're backed by the absolutely awful London Mayor Sadiq Khan, who has a far left agenda for this city. Sadiq Khan is a deeply unpopular figure, it has to be said, in the UK at this time. And in fact, President Trump called out Sadiq Khan this morning in a tweet, describing him as a stone-cold loser.
Yeah.
I think that tens of millions of Britons would absolutely agree with the president's assessment there. So these demonstrations are going to be far-left, anti-American demonstrations.
Okay.
And I think the vast majority of British people certainly won't be taking much notice of these protests.
All right, now, thank you so much. We appreciate your time this morning.